press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, how are you all? Hope all are fine and safe in your home. In today's class, we are going to learn the new lesson of your class 4 English, that is Alice in Wonderland. What is the name of your lesson? That is Alice in Wonderland, and it is a very interesting story. Basically, it is selected from a novel called Alice Adventures in Wonderland. The novel name is Alice Adventures in Wonderland, and this is published in 1865. In that novel, there is a girl called Alice who went to the Wonderland and see some peculiar and human-like animals. Okay, peculiar and human-like animals. Okay, in today's class also, we are going to learn a part of this novel called Alice in Wonderland. Okay, what do you mean by Wonderland? What do you mean by wonder? Wonder andre enu? Wonderland andre enu? Wonder means something amazing, something that is surprising, and land means earth. So, the land which have amazing things or amazing animals are called as wonderlands. Okay, the land which is having surprising or amazing things are called as wonderlands. Understood this? Okay, let's get started. Open page number 66. First I will read this lesson, then I will explain it. When I am reading, please go through it. Alice in Wonderland. One day, Alice was lying under a tree listening to her sister reading a story. Suddenly, she saw a white rabbit scamper by. He had pink eyes and was wearing a blue coat. He took out a big watch from his waistcoat pocket, and as he hurried away, he said, "Oh dear, I will be too late." She thought there was something very different about this rabbit. It could talk, it wore a red waistcoat, and it carried a watch. Alice wondered, a talking rabbit? A rabbit who wears a waistcoat? Alice was burning with curiosity, and she followed the white rabbit. Okay, till now we will learn in this class. Okay, firstly, Alice is a girl and who is in the Wonderland. Okay, this is the topic of the story. Next, one day Alice was lying under a tree listening to her sister reading a story. One day what happened? Alice is lying under a tree. Lying means what? It is an act of sleeping. Lying means it's an act of sleeping. Alice was lying under a tree listening to her sister reading a story. Without sleep, she is just slept in position. And she is listening a story which is by her sister. Her sister is reading a story, and that story is heard by Alice. Understood this? One day what happened? She is lying under a tree, and in that time her sister was reading a story. So, by lying, she heard the story of the sister who is reading. Okay? Suddenly, she saw a white rabbit scamper by. Scamper means what? That is, write down the meaning. Scamper means run quickly, okay, run quickly with light steps. Suddenly means unfortunately, like that. Suddenly means we can't expect that moment. Suddenly what happened? She saw a white rabbit scamper by. Okay, rabbits are they are very brilliant animals. They are always roaming here and there. They can't catch by human because they are very fast in running. Wonder what happened? Suddenly she saw a white rabbit scamper by. So when Alice is lying under a tree and listening the story which is by her sister. In that time, a rabbit, there is a very small rabbit, is scampered by her. Scampered means what? Run quickly with steps. So what happened? A rabbit is passes through that Alice. And he had pink eyes and was wearing a blue coat. And that rabbit having pink eyes. Okay, we all see that rabbit has pink eyes. Do you see that? Yes, rabbit has pink eyes and it has white dress. Means it has a white skin with red or pink eyes. So, in this lesson, a rabbit is scampered by Alice and that had pink eyes and was wearing a blue coat. And that rabbit is wearing a blue coat. Can you believe this? No. How could animals wear dresses and accessories like that? No, we can't believe that. But in this lesson, that is the rabbit having pink eyes and also it is wearing a blue coat. Here is the description of the rabbit, right? So, the description is what? He is wearing a blue coat and having a pink eyes. He took out a big watch from his waistcoat. He is also wearing what? That blue coat. In that waistcoat, he is hiding a what? That is watch. And he took out a big watch from his waistcoat pocket. So, in his waistcoat there is a pocket. In that pocket there is a watch. So, that rabbit took away from the pocket that is watch. And as he hurried away, he said, "Oh dear, I will be too late." So, in that position, that rabbit is very hurry. Hurry means what? That is in a rush or it is hurried, something like that. Hurry means rush, urgent. Right? Hurried means what? It is rush. So it is in very urgent mode. So it is looking time in that watch and that watch is in waistcoat pocket. So that rabbit took away that watch and looked the time in that watch and then it will tell that, oh dear, I am getting too late. I will be too late. So somewhere it is going, for that it is being too late, so that it will be in a rush mode. Understood this? She thought there was something very different about this rabbit. Yes, by seeing all this, Alice is surprised because something is very different in that rabbit, because rabbit is having pink eyes and also it is talking and also it is wearing a waistcoat like what? Blue. Color blue, and it could talk. It can talk also. It wore a red waistcoat and it carried a watch with a blue coat. It wears a red coat. In that red coat, it was hiding a watch also. How can it possible? Animal like rabbit, how could it talk like this? That Alice is very surprised. Okay. It could talk, it wore a red waistcoat and it carried a watch. Alice wondered, a talking rabbit? A rabbit who wears a waistcoat? Alice was burning with curiosity and she followed the white rabbit. So that Alice is very wondered about this rabbit, because rabbit wears blue coat and also red waistcoat, and it is very talking because it is telling that I am in urgent, I have to go that somewhere place and I will be too late, so I have to go fast. Like this it is talking with itself. By hearing this, the Alice is very surprised. How it possible? Animal like rabbit, how it could be talking? How it could be having wearing like what? That is red coat and red waistcoat and blue coat. How is this possible? And also it is having a watch. How it possible? How can that rabbit see the time in that watch? Oh my god, like this, that Alice is very surprised about this rabbit. And then Alice was burning with curiosity. Curiosity means what? That something feeling which wants to know about the thing, particular thing. Okay, something that is that is a feeling actually. Curiosity is a feeling, and in that feeling we want to know about something in a particular, in a perfect manner. So that is called a curiosity. So by seeing this rabbit, that Alice also become very curious. How it possible? How the rabbit could talk? How that rabbit wears a blue coat and a red waistcoat? How it will be look in the watch? How it will be recognize the time in that watch? Like this, she was very curious about this rabbit. And she followed the white rabbit, so she want to follow the rabbit, so she followed the rabbit. Understood this? Okay, I will tell you again. One day what happened? Alice is lying under a tree by hearing a story which is read by her sister. On that time what happened is, a rabbit comes near by the Alice. And what? That is scamper. Scamper means run quickly. One day what happened? That rabbit is scampered by her. It ran very quickly by her. So by seeing this rabbit, she wants to know more about that rabbit. And that rabbit is in a hurry mode. So it wants to go somewhere in urgent. So it is talking to itself like, oh dear, I am getting too late. I have to go there. So somewhere it is a place. We don't know about that. But that rabbit is telling to itself that it's too late already. I have to go fast as much as possible. So like this it is talking itself. And then it is wearing what? That is red coat, that is red waistcoat, and also blue coat. Not only coats, it also wearing a watch, and that watch is in the pocket of the red waistcoat. So when it is telling that I will be very late, then he opened the watch from his red waistcoat and looked the time in that watch. So by seeing this, the Alice is very surprised. Yes, it is very surprising thing, because no animals can talk except human. Human is also animal, right? But in this lesson, the rabbit is talking. So Alice is surprised by that. How the rabbit was talking. And also that rabbit is wearing a coat and waistcoat like human. Like human, that rabbit also wearing blue coat and the red waistcoat. And also it is wearing a watch. And it can know the time by seeing watch. So it is very educated. So like this, that Alice is very surprised about the little rabbit. Understood this? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಲೆಸನ್ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಂಡರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ವಂಡರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ನೋವೆಲಿನ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಲಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಂಡರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಒಂದು ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆವಳು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾಳೆ, ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳ ತಂಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಅವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಹೀಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ ಅವಳ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಂದರೆ, ಮೊಲಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಮೊಲಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಚಂಚಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು. ಅವು ಒಂದು ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಒಂದು ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈತ ಆಲಿಸ್ ತನ್ನ ತಂಗಿಯ ಜೊತೆ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ ಅವಳ ಪಕ್ಕನೆ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಹಾರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ, ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಆಲಿಸ್ಗೆ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಕಣ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಏನಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ, ಓ ಡಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾನು ಎಂಥ ಇಕ್ಕಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ದೇರ್, ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು, ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ ತುಂಬ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅದು ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತಾದರೂ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಬಸ್ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಭಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಬಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಮ್ಮ, ಬೇಗ ಟಿಫನ್ ಕಟ್ಟು, ಅದು ಮಾಡು ಇದು ಮಾಡು, ಈ ಥರ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರಶ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಮೊಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು, ಒಂದು ರಶ್ ಮೋಡಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ರಶ್ ಮೋಡಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ಮೊಲ ಬರೀ ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ನೀಲಿ ಕೋಟನ್ನು, ನೀಲಿ ಕೋಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಸೂಟ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಸ್, ಆ ಒಂದು ನೀಲಿ ಕೋಟನ್ನು ಅದು ಧರಿಸಿತ್ತು. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಳಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಂಪು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಒಳಗೆ ಧರಿಸಿತ್ತು. ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಆ ಮೊಲ ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕೋಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು, ವಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. ಅದಷ್ಟರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ರೆಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಟಿಂದ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ವಾಚನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಚನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಅಂತ, ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡೋದು, ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ವ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಮೊಲ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾನು ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತನ್ನ ರೆಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಟಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ವಾಚನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ನೋಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ ಆಲಿಸ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ, ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಮೊಲ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? ನಾವು ನೋಡಿರೋ ಮೊಲಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್. ಒಬ್ಬನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೊಲ ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನು ಮಾತಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇದು ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಅದು ಮತ್ತು ಕೋಟ್ ಸೂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಲಿಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯಗೊಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓ ನಾನು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಾಚ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ವಾಚ್ ಇದೆನಾ, ಇದು ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಬರುತ್ತಾ, ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡಾ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜಬಲ್ಲಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಆಲಿಸ್ಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದು? ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 67. The rabbit started running and Alice followed the rabbit. The rabbit suddenly popped down a large rabbit hole. Alice jumped into the rabbit hole too. The rabbit went down and down and down and down into the rabbit hole. Alice said aloud, "Where am I? How many miles down I have fallen? I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth." She wondered, "Will I slip through the earth to the other side?" Thump! Alice landed in a pile of dry leaves. She looked around quickly and suddenly saw the white rabbit again. It disappeared, saying, "Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting." Alice stood up and saw a small door about 15 inches high. It was too small for her to go through. Okay, till now we will go to study in this class. What happened here? The rabbit is very talkative. It is talking to itself only, and then it is wearing a red waistcoat and blue coat, and also it is wearing a watch. So by that it can tell the time. By seeing this, Alice gets surprised. So by surprising, she wants to follow that rabbit, so she will follow that rabbit. When she is following the rabbit, what happened we will see. The rabbit started running and Alice followed the rabbit. The rabbit, what happened? The rabbit started running because it was very late to that rabbit. So it it starts running. So, and Alice followed the rabbit. So, Alice also by running, she followed that rabbit. Next, the rabbit suddenly popped down a large rabbit hole. What happened? That rabbit is suddenly popped down a large rabbit hole. So, popped means here go somewhere for a short time. For a short time. And also what? Often without a notice. Often without any notice. Without any notice. So there is no signal that it is going to rabbit hole. Suddenly it popped. It suddenly goes into the rabbit hole. Children, rabbit lives in rabbit hole, and that rabbit is also running towards that rabbit hole. Okay, next Next we will see Alice jumped into the rabbit hole too, because Alice is following that rabbit and that rabbit is running. So the Alice is also running. When that rabbit is popped into the rabbit hole, then Alice is also popped into that rabbit hole. She fell down in that rabbit hole. Okay, understood this? Alice jumped into the rabbit hole too. The rabbit went down and down and down and down into the rabbit hole. The rabbit went down and down and down and down into the rabbit hole. So that rabbit hole is very long. It is very lengthier in the size. So it is going down and down and down and down. So that Alice also, who is following that rabbit, she also fell down in that rabbit hole, and she also get inside that rabbit hole. Then she also fell into down and down and down and the rabbit hole. Understood this? Alice said aloud, "Where am I? How many miles down I have fallen?" Okay, now Alice is really realizing that, okay, I'm in I'm in a rabbit hole. Where am I? She don't know that it was a rabbit hole. So she is thinking that, where am I? Yes, I am supposed to follow that rabbit. Then I will come to this hole, and I am going downwards. So where I am? And how many miles do I have fallen? So I am falling from the upper side from lot of time, but it is not so there is no end for this hole. So how many miles I have fallen from the upper side of the earth? So that hole in the downwards of the earth, it is in a downside of the earth. So when rabbit popped into that Alice also popped into that. So she was also falling in that rabbit hole, and she feels that how many miles I have gone through this hole. So where am I? Like this, she is surprising herself. And I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. So she is thinking that, yes, I think I am in the center of the earth. Children, actually it is a earth. Are you able to see here? Okay, this is the earth, and we are living in the surface of the earth, right? But that is a hole in the earth's surface. That is a rabbit hole. In that rabbit hole, rabbit and Alice both are falling. So they are falling down and down and down and down. So by seeing this, Alice gets surprised that, am I in the center of the earth? So she feels like it is the center of the earth. So she is moving in the earth by that hole. So she is thinking that she is in what? Center of the earth. And next, She wondered, she amazed. Will I slip through the earth to the other side? Will I slip through the earth to the other side? How can I slip from the earth to the other side? So she was thinking the possibilities. Next, thump, Alice landed on a pile of dry leaves. So finally the end is came in that hole. That hole having a end in, and that is filled with dry leaves. So thump is the sound when we fall into something, when we fall into the ground or floor, the sound is came, that is thump. So this is also a word which is describing the sound when we reach the floor or when we hit the floor. Thump, Alice landed on a pile of dry leaves. She looked around quickly and suddenly saw the white rabbit again. So when she get into the place where all the dry leaves are there, she looked around. So if anybody is there like this, she is looking around, but she will see the rabbit again. That white rabbit is again she could see. Oh my, what next? It disappeared saying, oh my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting. But that rabbit again disappeared by running, and it is what was telling that, oh my ears and whiskers, I'm getting too late. Oh, it's already late now, I'm getting too late. Like this it was telling and disappeared. Understood this? Okay, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಲಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಕತೆ ಇದು. ಆ ಒಂದು ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ಅದು ಮಾತಾಡೋ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಥರ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ವಾಚ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಓಡೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಓಡೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಿಂಬಾಲಿಸಿ ಓಡೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಓಡಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಮೊಲದ ಹೋಲ್, ಒಂದು ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಹೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೊಲ ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಿಂಬಾಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗಂತ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಹೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಮೊಲ ಮತ್ತು ಆಲಿಸ್ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಆ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಹೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಒಂದು ಮುಗಿಯೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟೇ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ರು. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಲಿಸ್ಗೆ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನೇನೋ ಆ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದೆ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆದರೆ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಈ ರ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಹೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಅವಾಗಲಿಂದನೂ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಜಾರ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು ಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಾನು ಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಥಾಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನಂದರೆ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮಧ್ಯಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವಾ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅರ್ತ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ನಾನು ಆವಾಗಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನೇನಾದರೂ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮಧ್ಯಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಳು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಭೂಮಿಯ ಒಳಗೇನಿದೆ, ಭೂಮಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಯಾರೂ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಭೂಮಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆದರೆ ಆಲಿಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಆವಾಗಲಿಂದ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಯಿತು ನಾನು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದು, ಅಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ನಾನು ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮಧ್ಯಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಸೇರಿಬಿಟ್ನಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಲಿಸ್ ತನಗೆ ತಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಜಾರು ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಡ್ತೀನಾ, ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಈಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸೀದಾ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಜಾರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ತುಂಬ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ತನಗೆ ತಾನೇ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ತಾನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಥಂಪ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಥಂಪ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು, ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಲಿಸ್ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಳೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದೊಂದು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವಳು ತುಂಬ ಫೋರ್ಸಿಂದ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಬಿಸಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಅವಳು ಬಿದ್ದಾಗೂ ಕೂಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಳು ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ನೋಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರೈ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಏನು ಒಣಗಿದ ಎಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಅವಳು ನೋಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಕಂಡಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮೊಲ, ಆ ಮೊಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ವೈಟ್ ಮೊಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಕಿವಿಯೇ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತ ಡಿಸಪಿಯರ್, ಮಾಯ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂಚೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅದು ನಾನು ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಓಡ್ತೋ, ಈ ಸಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದು ಓಡ್ತಾ ಮಾಯ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಆಲಿಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, hope you understood this lesson. Thank you. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.